Oh, Trevor asked, what is the name of my show? I'm not sure. So I wanted to kind of do a few things today. I wanted to kind of just share different things that I've been learning. And I always say I like to kind of share some stuff for our heads, share some stuff for our heart and soul, and then get into some how-tos. So let's just dive into it. I thought the first thing I could do is share a book that I've been reading. This guy, Chase Gibson, who is my trainer, told me about this book, and it is called The Perfect Week Formula by Craig Ballantyne. And it talks all about organizing your week to be more efficient and to be able to grow a lot quicker and to scale. And I think for all of you out there that are business owners, entrepreneurs, and even those of you that, are in corporate, right? I think we can all really reevaluate our time and how we spend it. And one thing that I learned from it that I posted about a few days ago, but I think it's still worth mentioning, is this box called the Billionaire Eisenhower box. And I'm going to attempt to share screen. Let's see if this will work. Do you see that? Let me know if you see this on the screen where it says Billionaire Eisenhower box. And this is a tool that he talked about to kind of allocate your time. And I wanted to share that with you all because I thought it really helped me, and I'm hoping that it will help others as well. Oh, I see it up on the screen. Awesome. And I think a lot of you may know this from Stephen Covey and 7 Habits, but I read that decades ago, and seeing this again really kind of freshened my mind. And he basically graphed things that were important versus not important, and then whether things were urgent and not urgent. And I'm no expert in this quadrant, but I wanted to just share with you something that I learned, and that is to focus on things that are not urgent, but that are important. And, now that we don't have to commute to work, or, certain things have slowed down, I think now more than ever, this is a great time to commit to doing things that haven't really been urgent, but that are important. Like taking that training that you've been postponing, or pursuing some side hustle that you've always wanted to do, pursuing a certain passion or interest that you've always wanted to do, a certain hobby. And for me, it's creating an online course. And I want to announce it here that I'm creating an online course so you all can hold me accountable, because it's been something that I've been thinking about for a year now, and I've kind of just put it off and always put client work first. But I think it's time. And, for those of you that have stacks of books that you haven't had time to read, or podcasts that you've been wanting to listen to, I think it's a great time to learn right now and really help ourselves grow. And if I can offer anything, I would suggest, checking this out, checking that book out. I'm not getting any money for this, but The Perfect Week Formula by Craig Ballantyne. And then check out this, Billionaire Eisenhower box, and look at, how you allocate your time, and find those things that aren't urgent, but they're important, and there's something that gets you closer to your goal, closer to something that's going to be your legacy. And I just wanted to share that with you. And then the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was a lot of times when I talk about content creation and putting yourself out there and sharing yourself, and sharing your advice or expertise, especially those of you that are, very experienced in a certain topic or field. I think the more we hold ourselves back, the more we're doing an injustice by not sharing our knowledge and experience and skills with the world. And, a big reason or a big part of that is, I think, we hold ourselves back because of fear, right? And so I thought I would spend a few minutes sharing about fear, right? When I first got on video, it was because I was trying to promote a job fair. And the only way to get people to attend the job fair and to kind of get the word out there was to get on video on Facebook, on LinkedIn. And it was so nerve-wracking. But I think we always get to a point where we feel a sense of pain or urgency. And in this case, I knew I had to get people to register for the job fair. And the only way to really kind of extrapolate and get people or get that kind of awareness really quickly is to get on video on those different platforms, because the algorithm favors video. And so you get to a point, I think, wherever you're at in your content creation journey, where you kind of face things and you're like, now or never. And you do it scared, right? I have a hashtag that I kind of say, #DoItScared. And you just get to a point where even though and even now, I still get nervous and my heart still pounds, but you do it anyways because you want to offer value to others. And I knew at that time the job fair was something that was going to create a lot of value for our community. And similarly now, even though I'm not organizing events, I want to share as many career resources as possible with people out there, as well as content creation tips. So do it scared. And a lot of times I want to tell people you can phase it in, right? Nobody says you have to immediately jump on video and immediately do something big, right? I don't subscribe to go big or go home. I think you can phase in your content creation journey. And so I'm going to share a little diagram that I created to share with you how you can phase in your content. If you're kind of nervous or hesitant about creating on LinkedIn, for those of you that are at the beginning of your journey, or maybe you're in the middle of your content journey. And there's, I think, 5 different phases that you can go through, and you can kind of tackle content creation and engagement step by step. So number 1 is, if you've never even posted before, or you've just only been lurking, some of you out there are lurkers, but if you've always wanted to engage and you weren't sure or you were hesitant, the first step is to just engage. Like other people's posts that resonate with you, comment, even if it's just to say, hey, great article, great video. That's the first step in getting yourself out there, right? Is by engaging with other people's posts, right? Somebody took the time to share something, create something because they thought it would bring value to others. And you could start there, right? Like and comment. And another thing, so once you get a hang of that, you can use that also to kind of build up your network. Find people that have a vibe that you enjoy. Find people that are in the same industry. Find people that you enjoy their content and you want to get to know them better and engage with them, all that, right? So the first step, I think, is just start engaging. You don't have to post anything. Just like and comment on others. I think the second step after that is you can share articles, right? Trevor's like, lurker. Trevor's not a lurker. Trevor's out there. And so the second thing you can do is share articles, share other people's posts, right? If something really resonated with you, share it. But then before you hit posts, add maybe 2 or 3 sentences above the post, above the share, so that you give your 2 cents worth, right? And share your perspective and add your 2 cents or add, additional perspective to whatever it is you're sharing. And then after you get comfortable with that, I would say the third thing you can do is images and text, right? So there's a great feature on the desktop function of LinkedIn. It's not on the app, but you can use it on the desktop computer, and you can create maybe like 5 PDF slides. So for those of you out there that are very well versed in PowerPoint, you can export 5 slides just talking about different concepts or something. I was coaching Lori Brown the other day, a training professional, and she wanted to talk about the concept of infinite mindset. What is infinite mindset? Because she really got onto the topic from Simon Sinek. And so I said, you can have the first slide be, what is infinite mindset? And it can be whatever topic you're an expert in or you're interested in. And second slide can be 1 sentence definition of it. Third slide can be another definition or another point about it. Fourth slide can be another point about it. And then the 5th slide can conclude with something, or it can be reach out to me for additional information or to discuss. And so with that, you create 5 slides, and those 5 slides can be exported as a PDF and loaded into LinkedIn. And that's where you kind of see those carousel of information across that you can kind of flip through on people's posts. So that's another great way of incorporating images and text to help you with your content creation, right? And there's Lori. I'm talking about you. And from there, for all you writers out there, I don't feel comfortable writing, so I end up talking my way through things. But for those of you that love to write, that really gravitate to articles and blogs, there's LinkedIn articles that you can create content around. And just like, my kids have been at home learning, so just like what their language arts teacher says, always have a headline or an introductory paragraph, and then break it down into the body of your article, maybe like 3 paragraphs about 3 different things, and then end with a concluding paragraph, right? That's another great way to create written content for LinkedIn articles. And then obviously the last thing, and I think the most challenging for some people, but again, by this time, right, engaging, sharing images, text, articles, like it's really, take a risk, right? And put yourself out there, because an image is worth 1,000 words, but I think a video is worth 1,000,000 words, right? You can tell so much about a person through their body language and their soft skills. And I think for those of you that really believe in serving and sharing with the community, I think you'll always get to feel somebody's authenticity. And so, yeah, the 5th one I think is video. So that's in a nutshell what I thought, like, it could be a nice phased approach for those of you that want to create content. If I'm a step-by-step kind of person. So for me, it really helped to kind of go from step 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. And that's how I eventually got comfortable with video and creating content. I hope that helped. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Let me stop sharing my screen here. Okay, it's working. So I hope that helps people. I really wanted to kind of just, tell me, which one of those 5 points were you creating content around right now, and which one resonates with you, or which one are you most comfortable creating and comfortable doing at this point? Let me know in the comments, and let me know, are you currently at the engagement stage? Are you mainly sharing articles, or are you doing images and text, or articles or videos, let me know. Trevor asks, how are you enjoying live? I certainly feel alive when I'm on live. I think it's great. I love the interaction with people, and I love the back and forth dialogue. And I think now that I feel like I have the hang of it, I'm going to start inviting speakers and have other people share their expertise and their advice for you all out there. I think that's a great way to kind of come together as a community. The next thing I wanted to kind of share with folks is career resources around the city, and nowadays career resources across the world, because everything is virtual. Obviously, number one, shout out to Trevor Houston and Mark Elder and Foster Williams. For those of you out there that are in career transition, they have a awesome job networking live show on LinkedIn, I think YouTube Live, Facebook Live, but I always tune into Trevor's LinkedIn Live, and that is Wednesdays at 3 p.m. And Trevor is down there in the comments, so connect with him. And they bring in all kinds of different recruiters, TAs, career experts to share about the job search and advice about the job search. And now and then I think they also feature different job seekers as well. Just thought I'd share with you. See, we all got to start somewhere. I'm almost up to 10,000 connections on LinkedIn, and I've kind of just done that very methodically and steadily. Not as fast as a lot of other people, but I really wanted to kind of connect with people that I knew we would have similar interests, or that would be a great, part of the tribe. And but as we start on new platforms, as you can see, look at my dismal number there, 69 subscribers. But we all got to start somewhere. And but I've moved and migrated a lot of my content over from LinkedIn, and you can see here all the job search stories are there. And there's just different people that I've interviewed over the years and featured them for all their career resource advice. There's Trevor and the Who You Know show, Evangelia of the SOS Summit for job seekers, Torrin Ellis, which is a great diversity, equity, inclusion expert. There's Mike Rochelle, which Chuck Vanderweel introduced me to from the Technology Networking Group, Who You Know show. Kurt Vander, he is a great resource. That video was all about cold calling and how do you cold call or reach out to recruiters. And that was a great video as well. So yeah, a whole variety. Look at Foster Williams was in there, Michael Smith, Julian Placino. Oh, Strengths Finder, for those of you that are into finding your strengths. Joanna Wiesinger, I featured her as well. So tons and tons of videos, tons of job search resources. And then also a variety of videos that I created around content creation and hoping to kind of share advice with you as well. So hit that subscribe button. Yay, I went up from 69 to 70. But follow me on YouTube as well. And that way you can get the whole library of videos that I've created. Okay, so that kind of was what I wanted to share with you today. But let me know if you have any questions. Liza asked, how did you get interested in content creation? Well, like I said, I kind of got my start doing videos to promote job fairs. But I think ultimately I love content creation because I get to share things that I've learned. Like I'm continually learning. I have tons of books that I want to read and tons of things that, I just want to fill my brain with. And I'm just naturally curious about things. And the more I accumulate, the more I want to share. And I think it's from that spirit, maybe, that my content creation passion comes out. And I've met so many people through LinkedIn and so many people from my content creation journey. I mean, even just seeing all these great comments here, like it just builds me up. Like, speaking of Strengths Finder, one of my top strengths is actually connectedness. And I feel a sense that we're all connected and that we're all here to give to each other and that we're all here to share our gifts with the world. And I really believe that now more than ever, especially with all of us at home. Within the span of today, I think I've gone from like being frustrated to upset to excited to thrilled to just the whole range of emotions these days. I mean, how many of you out there, feel the whole range of emotions all within one day? And but I get on here and I get on LinkedIn Live and I see all these great people out there and the support. And it just brings me so much joy and so much happiness. And I think that's what keeps me motivated towards content creation. So thanks for asking that question, Liza. Let's see, what other questions do you have for me? Think about the beauty of being able to connect with somebody across the world. We both found similar interests in marketing. And he creates marketing products. And like I've followed his content, he's followed mine. And through there, we're able to engage with each other comments. And it's all through having seen his content and him seeing my content. And I think that makes for a more connected world. And that's why I think I will always be an advocate for content creation, because I think it's a great way to share your expertise and one day maybe like leave something behind, right? It's your legacy. So that's me getting philosophical. Oh, Trevor asked, what is the name of my show? I'm not sure. I don't know. I need a name. Maybe I should have like a contest. Give me ideas for a name. Yes. Alyssa, you said, do I have a calendar of virtual events? Yes. If you go to my website, it's pathlinks.com. Let me type that in. It has some of my upcoming events and virtual events. Pathlinks.com. Let me type that in. There you go. And yeah, I need a name. I would love to have suggestions. And actually, that reminds me, I did promise that I would be doing some giveaways. So for those of you out there, I actually have a lot of lapel mics. I ended up ordering them, a few months ago for some conferences, and I didn't hand them all out yet. So I have a bunch of lapel mics. So if you would like a lapel mic, I'm not guaranteeing they're like of the greatest quality, but it certainly is a great way to kind of target the sound when you're recording it on your iPhone or smartphone. So I will give away 5 lapel mics to the first 5 people that actually, you know what? I take that back. I will go through these comments and put everyone's name into a drawing, and then I will pick out 5 names, and those will be the 5 people that I mail a lapel mic to. Okay? So make sure you drop a comment so that I see it. So for those of you that have commented, I will draw your name and then I'll reach out to you on LinkedIn. You can tell me your mailing address, and then I will send you a lapel mic. 5 random people that have commented in my feed so far. Okay? Awesome. Lori. Oh, you're sweet, queen of content. I wish. There's so many other people I feel like that are better than me, but you know, I just love it. Yes. So yes, the more you comment, and I'm going to put everyone's name into a bowl and draw out 5 winners. Okay. And then I will mail it to you. I will reach out to you on LinkedIn, ask for your mailing address, and mail it to you. 5 winners. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's kind of all I had today. Oh, Trevor's like, everybody loves Fanny. I think that's a little presumptuous. I can't do that. But yeah, I would love a name. Oh, Trevor, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Connect with one another, love one another, provide value for each other, and keep on sharing and creating content. Stay safe, everyone. Please take care.